Woman here, as today we celebrate the International Women's Day. Let's give them a big hand, for this is the day dedicated to you. Today, the challenge that we are being given is that fasting is supposed to be not a very negative experience. But fasting, as Isaiah said in chapter 58, everybody say, a delight. Say it, because the more you fast, the more bright you should become. Jesus said that you should even put oil in your head so that people do not know. That you should not carry a face that is gloomy, but you should smile and hide the pain of fasting. In this season of Lent, brothers and sisters, as we move on to the days of fast, abstinence, we should become delights in the eyes of the Lord, and we should be pleasing. Isaiah gave us a picture of what our sacrifices and what our fasting, our abstinence, and our almsgiving should be. I will read it from the reading itself on Isaiah 58. Number 1, everybody say, repairer of the gap. Repair. Say it, because when you sacrifice, you repair the gap between you and God. Repair. You get closer to God and closer to the Almighty. Give yourself a big hand. The Muslims are also fasting during these days. But according to the analysis of so many scientists, that the fasting that the Muslims have of not eating from morning to evening, and then they will break it a little bit with the iftar and other things that they do, it actually repair the strength of their bodies. It has always been known, even as Christians, that the moment we fast, we give our body a chance to feed on the fats that we have extra, like me, and the belly. And so it eats it and makes it slimmer and more strong. The repairer of the gap is what Isaiah said. Actually, in English, he said, repairer of the breach, whatever is their gap. The more we try to sacrifice during Lent, the gap between sin and God is being erased, and we go closer and closer to God. Are you on a journey of fasting during this Lent? In the meantime, are you aware that the more you do sacrifices, the more you repair from sin? And how we do that? Everybody say confession. Say it for those who have not been to confession from last year. Those who have not been to confession and have been going to counseling but not in confession. Yes, this is the time to repair. There are gaps that are bigger and bigger. As we celebrate Women's Day today, we realize as women, there is a gap between us and our neighbors, and this is the time to make that narrower and narrower until we connect to each other. And that gap, by this season of Lent, in 40 days and 40 nights, should be repaired. Everybody say, repairer of the gap.